everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another Married to Medicine LA review, y'all. Alright, so this episode started off with Dr. Kendra, okay? And she's working part-time since she had the baby, and one of the patients that she's seeing is a young woman from the community, and she talks about how she went back to the community that she grew up in so that she can help people who can't afford quality health care and, you know, provide them with that even though they can't afford it. And I was just like, that's amazing, and I'm glad that they showed that. Dr. Kendra, we appreciate you, girl, okay? Because we often talk about biracial people who don't, you know, have love for their African American side. So sis, you know, we appreciate you for going back to the community to help out those disenfranchised African Americans and or Vietnamese people, okay? Because sometimes we're all in the same bucket. Sometimes. Child, a conversation for insecure, huh? We gonna get into it. So you guys, Shanique is having a Halloween party, okay? Everybody's talking about how big Halloween is in LA as if it's the only place that Halloween is big. Like, everybody, look, I'm from New Orleans. You better know, okay? Halloween is big here. You better know this. But she and Jasmine are shopping for costumes, and Jasmine is looking for something slutty to wear, okay? She's not looking for something fabulous because the man who obviously owned the store was trying to help them find costumes, and he was pulling out all of these really awesome costumes with glitter and these really bright colors and capes, and I mean, he was just pulling out some nice stuff, but they didn't want any of that because that wasn't hoochie-fi, okay? They're looking for hoochie-fi costumes for Halloween. I'm like, yes, Jasmine, your regular everyday attire. Shanique wants to get all of the girls together ever since the whole ordeal at Kendra's place, okay? Because she didn't like how it turned out. She was stressed out and, you know, she was doing a lot. Okay, it was obvious. She was sweating and shit. She's invited everyone but Leah. I was like, then you're really not trying to fix shit if you inviting everybody but the girl you had a problem with. Like, oh my. Okay, Shanique. So Brittany, y'all, once again we're talking about how Brittany and her husband are not sleeping in the same bed because she lets her child, her boy child, sleep in a bed with her when the husband is out of town working, which is often now that they've moved to Los Angeles. She lets the kids sleep in a bed with her, specifically the boy, because the girl has a terrible attitude. She's 9 years old. It's puberty, but the husband thinks that it's also the move to LA, and I think it's a little bit of both, but you know, the move is Brittany's fault. So I think the husband is trying to put a little bit more blame on Brittany for why their daughter is acting like a brat. And I think it's hilarious to hear people trying to find ways not to whip their kids' ass, because that was basically, I feel like, what Brittany is going around doing, trying to find ways to deal with their bratty daughter. And I'm just like, I mean, she's 9 years old. You can't whip her ass? Like, I know y'all don't like to do that. You know, people don't want to raise their kids the way they was raised. And I get that. Everybody doesn't need to get hit. But some kids need to be hit, especially when you tried all of those non-violent ways of talking to them. And if you're not getting through to them, then you got to try all, you know, resources. You got to exhaust all your resources. I'm not saying abuse your children, but you can whip their ass for a good 2 minutes, take their shit from them, and then talk to them the day after and explain to them why they had to get their ass whipped and why you will continue to keep the things that you took from them for however long you decide to, okay? Sometimes you got to do it all. Sometimes you can't just do the talking. All right, that's my opinion on things. I know a lot of people don't agree with corporal punishment, and that's their prerogative. But I know little badass people that, you know, need their ass tapped a few times. Just saying. I said, Brittany, if you don't tell that little boy to go sleeping in his own room, y'all got this big ass house, and instead of putting this child in his own bed on the last day before your husband is going off to work, you gonna send your husband to another bedroom? I said, Brittany, you really not trying to keep that man, are you? Like, I feel like, Brittany, is you trying to keep him? Because it seems like you're not trying to keep him, girl. Lord. You done made the man move and upset his life. The least you could do is when he's home, tell your little boy go sleep in his own room. And if it's messing up y'all life like that, then when he's not home, them kids need to sleep in their own damn bed, okay? And you need to get a television in your bedroom and cut it out. Okay, like if you need somebody to comfort you at night when your husband not there, bitch, put it on Hallmark and go your ass to sleep. Okay, like I ain't got time for her with this. So y'all, Amani does an interview about mental health and how the movie The Joker had an accurate portrayal of people with pseudo-bulbar effects. Okay, I feel like I may not have said that correctly, but oh well. All right, and I'm not exactly sure what the specifics are, but I did see The Joker, and this shit is crazy and kind of scary. So I do understand why people with that mental illness would have a stigma, but she is just basically trying to get it out there that people can use really good medication and get this under control. After she's done with that, Phil FaceTimes her and she seems happy to see him. Mind you, it's their anniversary and both of them have forgotten. Y'all, I don't understand their relationship because they don't seem to be having any marital issues as far as how they're treating each other when they interact. But she's not upset that he's not there. They're forgetting their anniversary. You know, y'all are living apart like it ain't nothing. Like, Amani, did you really want this man? Like, you know, it's y'all marriage, it's y'all business. I don't judge nobody, okay? Because I'm married and I know how difficult it can be. But it's kind of confusing when it seems as if you don't care. But then when y'all interact, there seems to be still some love and affection and hey, how you doing? Like any other married couple would be talking on the phone. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Then we see Kendra and Hobart, you guys. We all love Hobart. He still got his face mask on. They're both sickly right now. And they're arguing about Kendra going back to work full time. Okay, she's already tired from the baby, then the part-time work, now she's sick, and you want to add more onto that by going back to work full time. And it's because she's trying to get back to who she is and get away from the baby because the baby is stressing her out. Something tells me that her baby may not be the easiest baby out there, okay? And if, you know, sometimes when it's like that, mothers can feel rejected by their children, and I don't know if that's the case, but you know, sometimes that happens and women be wanting to get the hell out the house, and then other times they just want to get back to normalcy, and normalcy is work. But she specifically says she wants to get away from that damn baby and get out of work and have some me time, and work is me time for her right now. Hobart wants her to take care of their baby, okay? That's what he really wants, but it's almost like he's scared to say. So y'all, then I saw this scene that I wasn't really paying attention to, in which, you know, teeny tiny Robert, shout out to Roxanne, tells Shanique that she needs to learn to talk to people better, and then they pray over some candy. Then Leah and Amani meet up at Amani's house before they go to Leah's party. Mind you, Leah wasn't invited, but she's coming as Amani's +1 since Amani's husband is out of town. I said, Amani, you messy old bitch. Leah is dressed up as a paratrooper, which was an homage, I guess, to Kendra being dressed like a paratrooper, like, I guess. They showed that picture of Kendra's outfit. I liked her jacket. It looked like a jacket that you can wear as a dress or something like that, and she had like a little top on under it. You could tell she was much smaller at the time, at least that's the way it looked. I thought it was cute, honestly. I don't know why anybody would get online to rib her about that. It might be over the top, but I thought she was cute, nothing to rib about. And like she said, that was kind of like Gucci, and this costume is kind of like Party City. So okay, look, you better tell him, Kendra. I'm starting to like Kendra. I'm really starting to like Kendra because the way they started off the episode let us know that Kendra not playing with y'all about the way y'all view her, okay? It shows that she cared about her people. I like the fact that she shows and showcases both sides of her ethnicity. You know, I appreciate Kendra. I'm liking her. She seems like she's not for the foolishness, you know, like real. You know, I'm like, all right, girl, so real. You know, I like it. Amani dressed this Suri from Wakanda. I was like, yes, bitch. Who else were you gonna go with? Like, you better. So y'all, Brittany and her husband discuss trying not to whip their daughter's ass because of this bad attitude she's having while they're on their way to the party. You know, we discussed that already. Everyone gets to the party and Amani and Leah walk up and Shanique's face breaks into 1,000 little pieces, but she picks it up, regathers it, and keeps it cute and classy and says, I'm still gonna enjoy myself. Okay, I didn't invite you, but it's okay, you can stay. I was like, all right, I'm gonna give you your brownie points for that one, Shanique, because you definitely could have security'd this bitch. Britton draws attention to Leah's costume, and Kendra is like, I wish y'all would let this shit go. Okay, I wish y'all would let this shit go. I know I look better than what the fuck she got on right now. I said, Kendra, you all right? You did. So then everybody goes through the haunted house, and it was funny how Amani and Jasmine were both so scared. Shanique too, going through the haunted house. I was like, that's so damn scary. After after, Jasmine and Shanique dig into Amani's personal life, and Amani says that it's like Phil isn't even gone. She's not even bothered by him not being there. I mean, they both forgot about their anniversary this morning. It's not that big of a deal. And Jasmine, I don't understand how you don't understand what Amani is going through. I mean, do you see your husband that often? Let us know. Then they switch the topic to Kendra and Leah once again. Leah says that she felt bad about how the party ended at Kendra's. And Shanique left her part out about how she was laughing at the shit that Leah said about Kendra's outfit. Shanique turns to Leah and she's like, well, I didn't mean to hurt you when I said that. But yes, I did laugh. But I was just trying to make the point that we don't talk about our girlfriends. I'm like, Shanique, what the fuck are you talking about? You were talking about Kendra with Leah and you were laughing about it. And the only reason you brought it up is so that you can get the fire off Jasmine's ass. You would have kept that to yourself otherwise. In every episode, we watch you and Jasmine talk about Amani. So I don't know what you're talking about. You and your girlfriends don't talk about each other, Shanique. Stop it. Leah and Kendra decide that later on they can talk on their own because they can't talk around all these other women because everybody is going to get in it and they're not going to be able to be responsible for just their feelings. After everybody's leaving and Leah and Jasmine end up arguing because Jasmine is always trying to defend Shanique. So I guess she came up to Leah trying to defend her when everybody was leaving, you know, because Leah and Shanique, you know, obviously kind of got into it because Leah was like, girl, I'm so tired of you. I'm so over you with this. And I can understand where she's coming from because Shanique is constantly thinking she's making a point that she's not making. You definitely didn't have to throw Leah under the bus like that. It was like really uncalled for. But Leah's point to Jasmine is that y'all are always bucking for one another whether y'all are wrong or not. And Jasmine's like, you really need help. And I'm like, shut up, Jasmine. You do exactly what she's saying you do. But yeah, y'all, that was Married to Medicine. It wasn't much of nothing, a bunch of mess. Shanique and Jasmine work on my nerves though, y'all. Like seriously. And honestly, I like Shanique more than I like Jasmine. Jasmine irks me deeply, okay? Like just to watch the way they enjoy talking shit about other people, but whenever people do it to them, they like to cry and play victim, just annoys the hell out of me. I mean, obviously I would like Amani and Leah more because, you know, I don't like all of that playing the victim shit that Shanique and Jasmine like to do. But anyway, y'all, that was the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all. See y'all in the next one.